Hi, I'm Miss Lewis. I teach Year 11 Design and Technology. Before we went to online learning, we started to explore the design process in a lot of detail. So students went through a series of building challenges where they were given design briefs and they had to use provided materials to build things such as model chairs. We did an island challenge where they had to design types of housing for people who either lived in remote areas or were stuck on islands. We have done a lot of different styles of drawing, so we've looked at drawing such as isometric drawing, we've done figure drawing, so using geometric shapes and then applying skin, texture and colour. We've also explored lighting and done quite intense look at colour theory. From there, we started to explore design briefs and really pushing design concepts out. So students have used a variety of design case studies to improve their knowledge and to also start to understand what it's like to work for a company or a client. From there, before online learning, we were really exploring how to write a design brief, and students were able to, in groups, write a brief for a concept project and then pass it to another group where they had to do their best to design the product back. For some students that was quite successful, and others realised that it can be difficult to work as a part of a design team because you have to learn to compromise, and not all students were able to do that in a successful way. But it has been a great learning tool, especially as we've done some mini group products from there, and students have worked a lot better. When we moved into online learning, we really started to look at innovation. So just before online learning, we handed in our smart wearable technology assessment task. Students had to explore a type of wearable technology. They had to teach it to the class and then design an innovation on that technology, which most students were very successful in. We took that knowledge with us to online learning, where we were exploring through a series of TED Ed lessons and some concept design lessons, how to push designs further. The reason behind that is because students started their concept project whilst we were away, where students are able to choose an industry of their choice. They choose a product of choice and then they need to push the concept further to make an advancement or improvement, or to design a product that doesn't exist yet. This particular assessment will go into term 3, and the idea behind it is to build portfolio skills. They really need to push their critical and creative thinking, and then they will be applying what they have learned at the start of term 4 into the HSC course. Currently, students are doing quite well. We have started developing our projects, with section 1 being due today, and then students moving into section 2. At the same time as this, our classwork has also been looking at an online module for the Invictus Games, where students have been learning how to research using a variety of sources. So they could be watching documentary, reading poetry, looking up websites for information, and then answering questions and completing challenges to assist them with their project, but also again to learn that as a team member they need to step up and complete their work in order for the team to succeed. So their current classwork situation, they have decided to work individually to present a product to the class, and then they are able to choose somebody else's product to complete the next section. So they need that partner to have completed their work to be able to move on. Again, just pushing across what it's like to work with a client, a brief, and then having the responsibility of being in a team. As we move forward, we will be moving into some online drawing, so using SketchUp and Blender to present 3D designs. The project currently, we have a week A and week B. So week A is project week, where they spend their time working through the sections and really developing their projects to be ready for presentation next term. And week B, we are really working through our online module and pushing how students develop in terms of their drawing skills, researching, and then obviously creating their portfolios. as we move through to the end of term 3, students will really start to need to push their design ideas and concepts, because we will be developing working models of projects that they come up with. So we have some exciting things coming up. Currently, for your child, it's just making sure that they stay on track with their assessment task and they really understand the idea that when we are completing tasks, we're doing it to the best of our ability. We're researching the best apps and the best programs to create portfolios so they have a professional edge, and that the emphasis is on them. They can literally choose to complete any style of project. It can be a film, a comic book, graphic novel, it could be a chair, a table, an advancement on a mobile phone. They can use skills such as visual arts, photography, if they're interested in sport, sewing, etc. So the options are endless, which for some students is fantastic, and others struggle because they are making the rules up as they go along.